Whoa. Um, Hello everyone. What's going on, friends and family? Um, this is probably gonna be a long video because I have a lot of shit to talk about. Like, I have so much shit to talk about. You probably don't even know half the shit I might talk about. That's how much shit I got to talk about. But I'm a professional, so let me look something up right quick on my Twitter machine. But wow, how could I explain what's been going on this week? As a matter of fact, by the way, I'm not gonna edit this video. I could put it in Premiere and get rid of some of the white noise because I know the white noise is really fucking annoying, especially for people that listen through headphones. But a lot of times I don't really edit these videos because I record them in the middle of the night and I don't feel like wait for it to render. But I have an excuse because this is gonna be a long video, more than likely. But tell you to tell you what's been going on in the week of DarkSyde for the last week. A lot of bullshit. Where could I start? Okay, first of all, DSP logged into other accounts on his forums and changed people's forum posts. I think a lot of people kind of forgot about that because right after that, he got Dark Souls 3 early, but he didn't legitimately get it early. He got it through an exploit. And he decided to play it for YouTube and for streams. And he's basically breaking streak date because he doesn't have permission to play it. So that's a bunch of drama, and people forgot about the first piece of drama because the second piece of drama. And then because DSP is stupid, he ended up addressing the drama because everything works out great in life when you address drama, especially drama that's drummed up by people you call teenagers and kids. That's always a good idea because DSP is a professional. But we have a few pre-streams to listen to. It's and then we have the actual weekend preview, so it's gonna be a long one. Hopefully, you got some time on your hands. I actually have a DSP drinking game too, by the way. I kind of forgot some of the rules because I'm already drunk, but that's just me being me. I'm gonna put the link in the description, so if you want to play along, you can. It's from my friend and viewer because I consider people that watch these videos my friend. Kinda. It depends, because some people fucking hate me and watch all these videos. But yeah, friend and viewer, Alexander. 99K. Thank you for making up the rules. But let's start, I guess. I don't know. This is a pre-stream March 23rd, 2016, Dark Souls 3. What? But I'm not going back on my word. Yes, the not going back on my word part is about Persona 3, because he said he would play Persona 3 Thursday, and then he ended up playing Dark Souls, what, Wednesday? Let me try to confirm this. Yeah, he ended up playing Dark Souls Wednesday, and then he delayed Persona 3 until Friday, even though originally he was going to play Friday, and then he changed it to Thursday. But then when he got Dark Souls 3 early, he changed it to Friday again. But yeah, he playing Persona basically because he feel like he have to. But it do seem like he kind of liked the game, so maybe he's going to actually finish it. Who fucking knows? But yeah, let's listen to this. Let me figure this
out. So I click on it and I start reading up. So apparently here's what's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Microsoft fucked up. Microsoft has no idea what they're doing, which is pretty funny to me. They really have absolutely no clue what the hell they're doing. And here's what's happened. For Japanese Xbox One, Dark Souls 3 is now live. So if you have a Japanese Xbox One, you can import the game. You can actually get it digitally. You can play it on full Japanese. All right. I don't know how someone figured this out, but someone found a loophole. All right? Because that's exactly what it is. It's just a loophole in the system. If you purchase Dark Souls 3 for the Japanese Xbox One on Japanese Xbox Live, and then you switch from Japanese Xbox Live to English Xbox Live, or I guess in this case American, North American, United States region, you could download Dark Souls 3. Wow. So you could play the game on the American Xbox One. Now, I haven't even booted the game yet. As you can see, it actually just stopped downloading before I started pre-stream. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I actually have no idea, okay? But supposedly this is supposed to be the English version. And what I mean by that is it's not in Japanese. It's fully in English, English dialogue, English subtitles, English menus, English everything, which basically means this game was ready for sale today, but for whatever reason, From Software said, we just want to hold off and give the Japanese market advance time to play the game, which is ridiculous.
Because if a game is in English before release, that means it's ready to release, obviously. But do not worry. All of this is complete bullshit, obviously. It's DSP telling us this. He doesn't know what he's talking about. DSP knows video game development isn't that simple. And this turned out to be him being wrong because, of course, I don't know if I'm going to get to that part, but basically this game, he said it's ready for release, and it's obviously not. The game doesn't have online. The game doesn't even have, like, the correct stats and shit for enemies. Like, enemies take less damage. It's really, really weird. We're going to get to that at the end of all of these pre-streams, though.
Why is there not still worldwide release? You know what I mean? Why are there not worldwide releases? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why are there not worldwide releases of games? There should be, especially when the game's fucking done. I could see if this game was not localized yet. If it was not in English, right? Then, okay, if it's not ready, it's not in English, it's not ready to be played or, you can't read it, then take time and then it comes out later. JRPGs, huge for this, right? Some of them come out years later. They come out at localized markets. Why the hell is Dark Souls 3 coming out 2.5 to 3 weeks later everywhere but Japan? Kind of an elitist thing, in my opinion, I think. They wanted to give the Japanese a head start so they could say, oh, we got it first.
They wanted to give the Japanese a head start to say, oh, I got it first. He's treating Dark Souls like a Street Fighter 5. And Japan didn't even get it first. He's treating it like a Street Fighter 4. We have it first, we know everything about the game and you don't have it yet. It's an elitist thing. Yes, of course. With that logic, I could say if a game come out on PC before it come to console, it's elitist. Because the PC players can say they played it first. They can pull a Ray J and say, I hit it first. But
I think that's fucking ridiculous. I do.
Let's see.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, here's the deal. A lot of people, oh my god, Phil is breaking street date. No, I'm not. Because guess what? This is the Japanese game. I paid for it in Japanese yen. I actually had to purchase.
Now, I know some people want me to be completely on that side of this. And I can't put it no other way besides. I had a lot of mixed feelings about this shit when I first heard about it. When I first heard about it, I was like, who the fuck cares? It's not a big deal. He just bought the game on the Japanese storefront and the game plays in English. People do that shit all the time. I've bought many a game through the Japanese storefront back when I had a PS4. Plenty of people do that shit. Plenty of people import games. And when people import games and play them for YouTube, nothing is wrong with it. But DSP, basically, pretty much he imported the game. Like he didn't get a physical copy in the mail from Japan, but technically this is kind of importing the game. But the thing is, he used some kind of he used an exploit, and he basically has an English version of the game. So it's like he spent Japanese money to get the English version of the game through some kind of weird exploit loophole, weird, odd fucking situation. And that's really the best way I could explain it. I'm sure it's a little bit more detail than that. I'm sure somebody might know more about it than me. And they're like, oh, tell me, you fucking dumbass. You don't understand what really happened. He broke street day because blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you what I know. And I'm not always right. I'm not always wrong either. I'm not. I tell you what I know. And this is what I know. I can only go by what he told me and by what I figured out through the little bit of research I did. But I had a lot of mixed feelings about this. And to be honest, I'm still really not annoyed that I'm not annoyed at all that he playing the game early. A lot of people got to play the game early. He does game stuff for a living, just like a lot of other people do game stuff for a living, and they got to play it early. Nobody complaining about that. But what annoys me is the way he handled the situation, which is what annoys me with a lot of stuff DSP do. He always handle fucking situations incorrectly. To be honest, DSP could have just lied. He could have said, yeah, you guys, I got the game. From Software sent me a copy, and I'm going to be playing it today. He could have just said that. Well, what was the worst that was going to happen? Someone tweet from Software and they would reply, oh, we don't know who DarkSyde Phil is. That wouldn't happen. Them people not replying. It's like a one shot in the fucking, I don't even know. I can't even come up with something that would equate to somebody actually replying like, yeah, we didn't give a copy to DarkSyde Phil. It's not going to happen. He could have just lied. But he's the realest motherfucker on the internet. So he has to tell the truth even when he shouldn't. But it is what it is. I'm digressing. Like, I hate to say DSP should lie in a situation. I hate to say anybody should lie in a specific situation. But look how much bullshit he got thrown on his name again because he told the truth. Like think about it this way. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to stop after this. But think about it this way. Look at all the people that's playing Dark Souls 3 right now. English version, Japanese version, whatever. They may be more popular than DSP on certain platforms, may be less popular, whatever. And how many of them told the viewers, oh, I got it early, I got it from Software, I got it from blah, 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 I got it from blah, blah, blah. But all of them could just be lying, right? Just like DSP says, don't believe what you hear. Just, I don't think he necessarily said that, but believe stuff you have proof for. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is he could have just fucking lied. And then people would have said, oh, Phil is lying. They wouldn't have proof. So it would have been perfectly fine. They wouldn't have proof. No, it is what it is. That's DSP being honest when it's not gonna work out for him. But yeah.
Microsoft point cards from the Japanese store to have yen so that I could purchase the game. Everything here's Japanese.
By the way, he spent like 100 or more than 100 American dollars to get Dark Souls 3. So that's very responsible, obviously.
Everything. So I'm not breaking street date at all. And the bottom line is, a lot of people...
He said it was the English version of the game, and then said he bought the Japanese version, but before that he said it was the English version. But he not breaking street date because he spent money on it. So if I spend money on something and it's not breaking street date, okay. That's why people get banned on Twitch when they stream games they bought from mom and pop shops the week before the game come out. Because they're totally not breaking street date.
They're saying, Phil, why are you doing this? There's two reasons.
Listen to
Number
this.
one, because I'm dying to play Dark Souls 3. I mean, everyone, let's face it.
He spent more than $100 because he's dying to play the game. He was also dying to play Battlefield Hardline. And remember when he never played that besides the beta?
Is antsy to see
That
Dark
reason
Souls
is
3.
invalid.
Everyone
Let's
is.
listen to the other reason.
All right. Number two, because unfortunately, there's hundreds of people playing this game on YouTube right now.
This is the real reason. Competition. Because you got to do whatever you got to do to beat the competition in this business that is YouTube gaming Let's Plays. So DSP chooses to break street date, basically. I mean, pretty much. If regardless if you see it as like a hard breaking street date, doing it through some kind of loophole, it's still kind of breaking street date. But he decides to go through all of this. He spent hours. He said it himself in one of these fucking pre-streams. He spent hours trying to figure this out, to play this game early. Hours. Spent more than $100 in American money just to play this game early. Just for views, because a bunch of other people doing it. So this is the jump off the bridge thing. A bunch of other people doing it, and they seeing success with it. So I might as well try to do it too.
Hundreds.
GG.
And they're
GG.
uploading full playthroughs, and it's bullshit.
By the way, apparently hundreds of people are playing Dark Souls 3 and uploading full playthroughs. Hundreds. But this is coming from the dude that admits that he doesn't watch other YouTube videos. I don't know. You tell me.
It's bullshit that the market for gameplay is so cut fucking throat, right? That people are...
It's bullshit that the market for gameplay is so cutthroat. I've never heard this from somebody besides DSP. And he say it's bullshit that the market cutthroat, but he spent more than $100 to get a game on a Japanese Xbox Live store, or whatever the fuck they call it, so he could play it early. But it's bullshit that everybody else is cutthroat, but he went through all of this to play this game early.
They're so desperate for money and attention and views.
People desperate for money, attention, and views, but almost, I'm going to say more than half of them not breaking street date. I'm sure a lot of other people are breaking street date on this game and went through silly shit to play it early, but they all desperate for attention and views, but he's not, even though he's doing the same thing as them.
That we've got to find underhanded means to play these fucking...
Underhanded means to play these games. Just like buying it on a Japanese store so you can play it in English 3 weeks early.
games. And the bottom line is, do you really think I wanted to be up since 9 this morning and spend almost 4 hours trying to figure out how to get this to work? Fuck no. I wanted to sleep, I wanted to wake up, I wanted to have a normal day, but instead, here I am, acting crazy to try to get this, because the bottom line is, I have a business to operate, and because these assholes rush out and find ways to get shit early...
Because these assholes rush out and find ways to get shit early. He's talking about what he did. He rushed out and found a way to get it early. And then, of course, he could say, oh, someone told me how. You could have just not did it.
Unfortunately, I have to follow suit, or else, let's face it.
Follow suit. He has to follow suit. He has to jump off the bridge with everybody else.
How many people who want to see me play Dark Souls 3,
Yep.
right, are going to care in 3 weeks when 4,000 people have already uploaded full fucking playthroughs of the game, you know, and a lot of people have already...
I mean, he got paid $1,250 to play Persona 3, and that game came out in like 2006. Or was it 2008? The game is fucking old. The game almost 10 years old, and he got paid $1,250 to play it, kinda, technically.
Played the
again,
game for themselves.
Where's the logic?
It sucks. I
It
hate
is what
this.
it is. You
I
hate
really
it.
do hate this. I don't like this
He hates cheese in the system to get views.
this
Sure.
new world. When I used to when I started on YouTube, it was like you wake up, you go buy the game at the store, you come home, everyone's playing it at the same time, you upload, it's fun, you're sharing your gameplay experience. Now it's like, how can I get the drop on every other motherfucker so I'll get the views and the money, the YouTube money?
Yeah,
It's
YouTube
bullshit.
money, that hot YouTube
It really
money,
is
right?
bullshit. I don't agree with it. I'm pissed that I had to fucking...
I don't agree with it. I'm pissed that I had to do it. You know, this sounds like somebody on trial for murder. And they saying, I didn't want to kill this person. I hate that I killed this person. But I had to do it. Did they threaten you? No. Did they do anything to you at all? No. But I had to kill them. This is what this is. That's a really bad analogy, I know. But it's not as bad as DSP comparing himself to O.J. Simpson. So I win. But what the fuck? He hate that he had to do it. He hate that he had to do
Spent
it.
4 hours this morning.
4 hours. 4 hours.
So allow me to explain how I'm going to handle this, because I'm not going to be doing it the way that you think I am. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are saying, Phil is doing this only for the views. He's going to rush in and play the whole game within 3 days.
Listen to this. This is amazing too. He tries to confront what people might say ahead of time by saying he's going to rush into it for the views. But that's literally the reason why he got it early, so he can compete with everybody else that's getting a bunch of views for playing it early.
It's all he's going to play for a week to get insane views on YouTube. Wrong. Wrong. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Just wait for this logic.
I am going to play it today for a bit. Only about 2.5 hours at this point, because you see how late the stream is, right? Probably around 2.5, maybe 3. Maybe I'll go a little bit later. All right, we'll see. But I'm only gonna be playing it for a little bit, few hours. Tonight, I'm not playing Dark Souls 3. Tonight, I'm gonna play some Pokken offline. I'm not gonna stream it. I'm gonna do some Pokken tournament, just like I had originally planned. I was gonna do it on stream today. Instead, I'll do it offline. I'm probably gonna play with Sceptile and do some more of the story, and try to get as far as I can. Okay.
Yep.
So.
It was something.
That's the deal.
That I am reading the chat.
All right. Tomorrow, I may play more of this, and I'm thinking I may do 2 sessions, so that way I'll be in maybe,
Remember, you guys, I won't play it all day and all night. I'm going to play it now, not tomorrow, and then I'm going to play it the next day for 6 hours.
6 hours of gameplay or whatever into Dark Souls 3. and that's it. Then I'm going to take a break. Because guess what? I had already promised my patrons.
This is the thing. This is his logic here. Because he's not going to play it all day and all night, which would be putting his channel at an even bigger risk, just in case these devs want to get pissy and actually file strikes, which they probably won't, to be completely honest. They probably won't. But if they wanted to get pissy and file strikes, and even if they did, this is DSP. He has a managed partnership, remember? Yeah. He can play Nintendo games and monetize them, and Nintendo gets nothing. So, yep. It's not really fair to compare him to other YouTubers because he gets away with more than other YouTubers. He could do whatever the fuck you want, as long as he doesn't break some hard fucking rule like uploading porn or something. And I think a lot of people forget this because of his stupid managed partnership nonsense. But because he's not playing it a lot, that makes it okay, and that means he's not thirsty for views.
This month that I was playing Persona 3. And sorry,
It's a long
but
video, I know.
getting cheap views on an advanced playthrough is not more important to me than living up to the expectations of my patrons. And I promised my patrons that there was a Persona 3 playthrough coming this week.
First of all, you didn't promise it was a Persona 3 playthrough. You promised you was playing Persona 3. Promising a playthrough would mean you have to finish the game. Promising playing the game means you have to play it. You promised to play it, DSP. Somebody could get this and cut it out and throw it on a YouTube video out of context, and then if you don't come back and play the game, they can say you lied to your patrons. Get it right, DSP, please.
Okay. And that's the deal. I'm gonna live up to that promise. I'm not gonna go back and all of a sudden change everything. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stand up to what I said. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Today I'm playing Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna play for a few hours. I'm gonna upload
few
those
is
videos.
2.5.
We'll have a little advanced screening of the game. Okay. Tonight I'm gonna do more Pokken offline. But tonight I'm actually gonna upload the conclusion of my Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Are we done? I think we're done for this video. I hope so.
Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I'll probably play more Dark Souls, and I'll upload some Pokken videos. This coming Friday. This Friday, ladies and gentlemen, Persona 3 premieres. Chose the Elite, and they sent them copies of this game and played Dark Souls 3.
He went back to the subject. Are you serious?
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to basically play it by ear. I'm going to play Dark Souls 3 for a couple sessions, okay? Now, some people already had advanced copies of this game. If you don't know, From Software decided to pick who they felt were the chosen few great Dark Souls streamers. Again, very elitist.
Very elitist. This happens with every game. This is how gaming works now. If I'm known for Call of Duty, I'm going to get Call of Duty games early. If I'm known for fucking shooting games, I'm going to get shooting games early. If I'm known for Street Fighter, I'm going to get Street Fighter early. People known for Dark Souls got Dark Souls early. I'm sorry you're not known for doing something besides being a Let's Player, DSP. But it's your fault.
Very unfair business practice as well for people who do gameplay as a business.
People that do gameplay as a business. Business. He loves that word, doesn't he? You ever seen another YouTuber use the word business as much as DSP? You ever seen PewDiePie use the word business? I know it's lame and cheap to name drop PewDiePie in a situation like this, but this is somebody that makes millions of dollars doing YouTube videos. You ever seen him drop the word business, especially in a video, to his fans? No. But DSP does it. Someone that can barely make enough to pay his bills, according to him, drops the word business every fucking 10 seconds. GG. Business. Business, business, business.
Whatever, From Software will do whatever they want.
Yeah,
and they chose the Elite, and they sent them copies of this game and said, you can stream and upload the first third of the game. Which I guess is up to, say, the fourth area or so. People have been telling me there's a boss in the game called Lorien. And apparently, once you beat that boss, that's about 1/3 through the game. And that's where From Software kind of said, stop, don't go any further. We don't want people spoiling too much of the game in advance. Okay? So the bottom line is, in the next 2 days, I'm probably going to be playing. And if I get to that boss, I will stop. I don't know if I'm going to get to that boss within the first...
Okay. I'm done with the video after this. I don't care what else he got to say. But you saw how in the beginning he was like, oh, well, it's okay because I'm not going to rush and play it and beat the whole game to get cheap views. And then not even 5 minutes later, he say, oh, well, the people that do have permission to play only have permission to play up to a certain point. So when I get to that point, I'm going to stop playing. So you're not playing the game a lot to not get cheesy views and to exploit the YouTube audience. You're not playing it a lot to avoid breaking the rules that From Software set for people that actually have permission to play it. Like, if you want to lie to me, fine, but don't tell me one story in the beginning and try to allude that that's the situation, and then 5 minutes later tell me what the situation really is, but you think I'm too stupid to not realize it? Like, come on, DSP. Come on. But I'm not watching the rest of that. I refuse to. These videos are going to be fucking long as hell anyway. But this is pre-stream the next day. Pre-stream March 24th, 2016. April is now packed with releases. What the fuck? By the way, he's using a lot of capital letters in his videos now. So let's go on a slight field trip. And no, you can't see much of it. So I'm going to just read some of the titles out to you. You can't see them. But, you see, Horned Freaks, capital. Poison, capital. I Hate Preacher Chicks, capital. Suicides, capital. He pretty much has a capital letter and a title of almost all of his videos now. Either a capital letter or an exclamation mark or both. It's kind of insane. Capital letter, exclamation mark. You can't see the little highlighted part, but you can just fucking go on a field trip on your own. So you don't have to give him a view to do this. Exclamation mark again. Exclamation mark again. Wow, actually not an exclamation mark or a capital word. I'm surprised. Exclamation mark. Even for Persona, we're getting exclamation marks. Exclamation mark. Capital word. Question mark. That's question marks kind of caught us clickbait too. Another question mark. Is this a question mark? Oh, capitalized word. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. He's been doing that lately. I don't know why, but yep. That's DSP for you. Good Lord. I'm glad I muted myself before I sneezed. That was bad. But this is pre-stream March 24th, 2016. April is now packed with releases. What the fuck? I think it's only one part I want to play out of this, so that's good.
And, we'll see how it goes today. I mean, today I'm going to do it a little differently. Yesterday I was, like, just trying to explore as much as I could. I think what I'm going to do today is actually try to level my character up a little bit, because we already know where the second boss is, but if you noticed yesterday, I had to skip a bunch of enemies in order to get to the second boss. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to be able to tackle them and beat them. So I think what I'm going to do today is more fully explore the same areas, and I know there were a bunch of items that I skipped when I was running through these areas, and see if I can maybe get some of these items that I couldn't get, and kill these enemies, level up my character a little more, so he's more powerful, and I could take on the more stronger minions, and then finally take on the second boss, and then possibly, see if we could get past the second boss to a new area of the game. If you don't know, today's stream is going to be longer. Yesterday's stream was short, all right, because it took so long to get things set up. It was only around 2 to 2.5 hours long. Today's stream is going to be 3 to 3.5 hours long, so there will be an extra hour.
Wait a second. Let me check something, because I actually didn't even check this. Didn't he say the first day he played Dark Souls, didn't he say the next day he wasn't gonna play it? I don't remember. He says so much shit sometimes, it's hard to keep up with. But he played it, did he play it 3 days in a row? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna check. Let's see here. He played it 4 days ago. He played it 3 days ago, so that was the next day. Okay, so he played it 2 days straight. Then it was Persona. Okay, I thought that was the situation. I just had to make sure if I was wrong, about something earlier.
Also, something I want to bring up that I don't think a lot of people realize, because I saw a lot of people in comments and stuff last night mentioning it. I am not going to be grinding at all in Dark Souls 3. I want to repeat that. There will be no off-camera grinding in Dark Souls 3.
You see how he uses the weasel words on us? He say, I won't be grinding in Dark Souls 3. I repeat, there will not be off-camera grinding in Dark Souls 3. And I'm sure like 9 people that's watching this video remember. But way back in the day, way back in a long, long time ago, first time I made a video about DSP, it was when he was playing Bloodborne. And I was also playing Bloodborne too. So I was like watching along with him a little bit. And he was grinding his ass off offline. And it made the streams kind of shit, because it's like, oh, I started the stream last time I streamed I was level 40. Now I'm level 70. And it made the streams kind of shit. He was way over leveled, and they tried to make up a bunch of excuses, and some people fell for it, some people didn't, whatever. And I remember I made a video about it out of the blue, out of nowhere, because there was nowhere else I could talk about it. I couldn't talk about it on Twitter. Who the fuck knew what DarkSyde Phil was? Couldn't talk about it on his forums, because I knew that wasn't gonna work out. So I made a video about it. And the same day, DSP did another pre-stream complaining about people that was complaining about him grinding. So then I made a response video to that, and then it led into other shit and other shit and other shit, and here I am. So that's an exciting origin story. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, why you started making videos about Phil? What did he do to you? He didn't do anything to me. I just wanted to talk about something, and I had no other way to talk about it. But the people that asked me that question, they're not watching this video 33 minutes in anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. But you see how he changed his words immediately?
Reason being, because it's on the Xbox One. And
I'm not gonna grind because I know it's shit for my playthrough. I'm not gonna grind because I can't
have any kind of remote play capability for the Xbox One. I had that on PlayStation 4 last year with Bloodborne, which is why I was able to grind off camera in Bloodborne. I can't do that. I can't do that in this game. And I don't have time, quite honestly, to just sit in my office playing Dark Souls 3 off camera. I've got other stuff to do. It's not like when I used to live alone, and at night I really had nothing in particular to do but babysit videos to upload, so I just sat there grinding off camera. That's not the situation. Okay?
So basically, if you live with someone, you can't do anything at night except sit around them all day. And so instead of babysitting uploads, you babysit his full-time girlfriend.
That is not the situation. So no off-camera grinding. What you see on stream and what you see on the on-demand videos on YouTube is what you get. 100% of the playthrough will be recorded. Okay?
That is so trash.
There's no other if,
It's
ands,
so
or buts
yucky.
about it. So that's what I mean. Like today's stream, I may start a little more laid back. I might actually run around and grind a little bit.
Like, the thing is, stuff like this is okay for live streams. It's okay to fuck around and do boring stuff. It's a live stream. But to upload it to YouTube, that's nasty. That's really, really nasty. Oh, hey, you guys, DarkSyde Phil here. Just playing this brand new game, Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I'm gonna run backwards and fight these enemies I killed yesterday, but I'm gonna do it like 3 times to level up a little bit. Hope you guys stick around and watch. Oh, if you can't watch it, don't worry, it's gonna be uploaded to YouTube.
Try to get a little bit more accustomed to the combat, accustomed to my weapon that I'm using, level up my character a little bit, look for items that I missed, because I'm sure I missed some items.
Remember, you guys, it will be no grinding. I repeat, it will be no off-stream grinding.
I know there's a few, and it's a couple areas that I did not get.
But that's all I'm gonna play. It's probably just a bunch of rambling for the rest of this.
Xbox One. I'm playing it, right? But I'm not going to rush into it. I'm not going to be playing it every single day. I'm making this clear to everyone. This is only going to be every few days I'll be playing a little bit more. That way I don't get burnt out, and that way I'm not rushing through the game.
He's lying to us again. He's gonna play it a little. I'm kind of glad I fast forwarded a little bit because I didn't listen to this whole pre-stream yet. But he's lying to us. He's not gonna play it slow because he doesn't want to get burned out. He's gonna play it slow because he don't even have the permission to play the game, first of all, from the devs. And even people that do have permission don't have permission to play the game past a certain point. Unless they extra fucking special snowflakes, I assume. So that's why he's not going to rush the game. That's why he's not going to play all day, every day. But it's like sometimes when he say stuff, it's like he expects certain people to fall for it. He know everybody won't fall for it. But he just need the right people to fall for it. I don't know. He's like a fucking car salesman sometimes.
Okay. What I want to do is during these 2 days when I'm playing Persona 3, I want to wait and see what happens. Okay? I want to see if From Software decides to try to take down people who are putting up playthroughs of the game, even though it's Microsoft's fuck up and it's Namco's fuck up that this game was not released in North America the same day as Japan and that we are able to get it anyway.
Isn't it? Whatever. But that's another amazing part. I saw a few people bring this point up, and I honestly wouldn't have thought of it. But he's putting his channel at risk to play Dark Souls 3 early for YouTube. But when he gets copyright strikes from people, they put a gun to his head. They threaten his business. They want him to be out on the street homeless. But if you get a copyright, if he was to get a copyright strike, he won't. I know he won't. I'm not even gonna for a second think that might happen. But if he was to get some kind of copyright strike, right, or like a takedown, right, wouldn't it be him that put his own business at risk? You know he wouldn't look at it that way, but that would be the case. But if that was to happen, I guarantee you the next pre-stream, oh, these fucking idiots, they shouldn't have fucked the game up when they released it to the Xbox store. They shouldn't have allowed people to take. He would blame it on everybody else. DSP is the type of dude, somebody will give him a gun and say, this gun is loaded. Do not play with this gun. Do not do anything with this gun unless you want to hurt somebody. And he would pick the gun up and immediately aim it at somebody and shoot. And then say, he gave me the right to use the gun. It's his fault that other person died. It's not my fault. That's how fucking ridiculous he is. It's not.
All right. So,
man,
that's kind of the deal. I want to be sure that there's no real risk involved, and that's why for 2 straight days, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be playing Persona 3 instead of Dark Souls 2.
He just told us the day before this that he's not going to play Dark Souls all day, all night because he don't want cheap views. He just told us in this same video that he's not going to play Dark Souls all day and all night because he doesn't want to get burned out. But then right after that, he basically admits he's not going to play it all day and all night because he doesn't want to risk getting punished for it. You see what I mean? You could lie to me if you want, dude. But don't fucking lie to me and then come back 10 minutes later and tell me a different story, and you think I'm so dumb I'm not gonna notice. But that's what he do. That is what he does. But this was pre-streamed March 24th, 2016. April is now packed with releases. What the fuck? Oh, Lord, have mercy. This is pre-streamed March 25th, 2016. Persona 3 FES debut. I don't know why I have this in tabs.
Okay. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello.
I guess I'll see.
How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing all right,
Wow,
but
that
for real, I've had a
clearing,
frog in
that
back there all
throat
morning.
clearing. Good Lord.
I hate when that happens. But, yes, I am DarkSyde Phil. Indeed, it is Friday, March 25th, 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, a momentous day. For today is the start of the Patron's Choice playthrough, the long narrative stories with well-developed characters. There's a lot to say about the JRPG style of game. Now, I don't get to play JRPGs all the time, simply because, unfortunately, and I'm being real honest here, they don't really catch on with a widespread audience. Okay, a lot of people, especially Westerners.
But I thought he had a Patreon so he could play whatever he wants to play.
Americans and some Europeans don't really like the old school style of JRPG gameplay. They think that it's dated, they think that it's boring, going through a dungeon, having repeated randomized fights and stuff.
Wow, that's
A lot of people find that annoying or boring. I don't. I grew up with it. I grew up with JRPGs.
I can't listen to this
at all. It was kind of just going cold turkey into a brand new JRPG series. I'd heard a lot about it. People really love this one I've ever done.
Holy shit.
We'll have another stream, okay? And tomorrow will be a new DSP Tries It.
I have no idea why this was in my tabs. I think I meant to listen to it, and I didn't. That's what I think happened. Okay, so fuck this. Good Lord, DSP. Just, ugh. But this is a pre-stream March 26, 2016. Great move, good week, crazy times ahead. He really using these exclamation marks and these capitalized words a lot now. You're going to like this. Because wait till you see why he's in a great mood and why this is a good week.
Personas and advance some more social links, etc. So hopefully, we'll have some solid progress on today's stream. Another 3.5 hours. I am going to try to play Persona 3 one more time this week, and then one more time before April 5th. Just so you know, April 5th is kind of the explosion day for releases, with Quantum Break and Homefront releasing that day. Keep in mind that I have Dark Souls 3 that I'm going to be playing and continuing through the month, as well as Star Fox. Apparently at the end of the month is Mafia 3. I'm on the fence about Ratchet and Clank. There's lots of stuff going on in April, and by the way, I get the feeling I didn't even hit upon all.
Yeah, all these new games he bringing up. All these new games that I thought DSP skipped a lot of new games. He has a Patreon. He's supposed to skip games he's not interested in. Apparently, he's interested in all of these games. Sure is. But I'm digressing. Let's continue. Come on, YouTube. Oh, God, buffering. Oh, no.
All the games coming out in April. But I will make an honest effort to play Persona 3 4 times before I get caught up in all the new releases of April. All right? And then, as long as I'm still liking the game, I'll probably resume it sometime in May, even though May also is stacking up to be a release-heavy month. I could play it, in between other stuff.
Wow.
And then maybe it could return to kind of like the full-time schedule maybe come June. We'll see. We will see. Okay?
What?
So, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not even letting me do stuff. Come on,
Let me give
YouTube.
you some perspective. Let me tell you why I'm in a good mood. Several reasons, okay?
Okay, so he's going to play it 4 times, not play it at all in April. No matter what, not play it at all in April. He might come back to it in May if he likes the game enough to continue, which means if he likes it and if the views are good. He might come back to it in April. No, in May. play it a little bit in between other games. And then if he still likes it, by then the views will be completely fucking tombstone. But if he still likes it, he's gonna play it in June too. He's taking longer to beat Persona 3 than I am.
Okay.
Holy
Number
shit.
one,
But listen
my
to this.
business did pretty damn good this.
He in a good mood because his business did good business. What do you sell, DSP? What business do you run? Who are your employees? Business.
Last week, I actually just, at least from initially what I can tell, the numbers were great. And what I mean by that is
Views.
YouTube. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the stuff that I put out this week. Whether
This is flawed, poor logic again. Everyone enjoyed it means a lot of people watched it. No. Because a lot of people show up to something, that doesn't mean they enjoy it. Because a lot of people show up to something, that mean a lot of people are interested. Like, for instance, half plug, but when I stream on Twitch, right, and I play Street Fighter 5, it's been multiple streams where 50 to 70 people showed up to watch Street Fighter 5. Does that mean they enjoyed it? No. That just means they showed up. Because they showed up, that means they're interested. He could say a lot of people are interested, but that doesn't mean a lot of people like it. If people tell you they like it, they like it. But if people just show up, that doesn't mean they like it by default.
it
But
was
he runs
the
the business.
continuing coverage of Pokken Tournament, whether it was the
This dude.
the Dark
Lord.
Souls 3 kind of advanced launch, which I wasn't even planning on doing, but it kind of came out of nowhere. You know, I did some vlogging, I did some reviews, but basically overall, it looks like performance this week was really good.
Performance. The
And,
dude is talking like Bill Gates at a business meeting. The performance.
and I like that. What that tells me is that there's engagement. Okay?
No,
What that
that's not
tells me
engagement.
is that you guys are liking what I'm doing. Now,
No,
I don't
That doesn't
know
mean that.
if it's just that everyone liked one particular thing and watched one particular.
Okay, that's enough of that. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. We almost to the weekend preview. Almost fucking hour long in this video. If you watch the video this far, what could be the hashtag? Hashtag addressing the controversy. Or it could just be hashtag controversy. I don't really care. But this is pre-stream March 27, 2016. Addressing the Dark Souls 3 controversy! Exclamation mark. Is it too easy now? Question mark. 1,000 views, and it's been uploaded like, this was uploaded like today. Oh, you scam artist, you. Hopefully the video will play. I don't know why my
All
okay,
right,
here we go.
everyone.
I don't know
Hello
why
and
Chrome being
welcome
so
to
weird with
today's
me.
gameplay stream, the return of Dark Souls 3. I am DarkSyde Phil.
Snort.
I know that many of you have been waiting several days because the last time I played this was on Thursday. And people have been waiting anxiously for me to get back to the game.
By the way, this is like 19 minutes of ranting in this video, so I hope you're excited.
Pretty excited for it. And looking forward to me to jump back into it. As you know, it's been pretty interesting. It's been a good game so far. A lot of parallels that I could certainly draw to Bloodborne, which is last year's release, of course, from the same dev team. So it's not surprising that it is very similar.
The same team or the same
apparently what people
developer?
are saying
'Cause that's two different things.
Is that once you get further into the game, that it gets much better. It gets more challenging. There's a lot of new kind of stuff. Because I'll be honest, you know, my first 2 sessions of Dark Souls 3,
Oh my god.
I was
okay,
very
I don't care.
about Street Fighter 5. It might actually teach
Come on, YouTube. Help me out here.
as well as
There we go.
Minecraft Story Mode, which I'll be playing later on in the day, a few days.
Oh my
Seems
God,
that
this is the weekend
Dark
preview.
Souls players,
Here we
wide
go.
rabid fan base.
That's what I'm looking for.
Here's the deal. As you know, I've been playing Dark Souls 3 on the Xbox One. This is a version of the game. It is the English version of the game, which is completed, and there's no excuse for From Software to not be selling it yet, besides Namco, who is the publisher, wants to basically inflate their sales numbers for the first quarter.
Huh? But it's completed. It has no online functionality, but it's completed.
Of 2016. So they delayed the domestic release in the United States and also the international release for Europe until April 12th. There's no excuse. The game's ready to go. The game has been on sale in Japan since last week. But they want to inflate their sales numbers artificially because they know a ton of people are going to buy the game in those regions. And they delayed the game on purpose to basically to make their financials look good.
He's not explaining this. You can't just tell us something and expect us to believe it. How would delaying a game inflate the numbers because they know a lot of people want to buy it? Wouldn't they just release it everywhere if that was the case? It's obviously something I'm missing here, but DSP not telling me what it is.
It's an underhanded practice, and it is incredibly elitist. That Japan get the game over another region weeks in advance, especially for a game like this with a worldwide rabid fan base. So, people found a way to play the game early, and I was one of the people who took advantage of that and started playing Dark Souls 3 back on, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday of this past week. Well, From Software came out this week and made a statement. Well,
remember, you guys, DSP just told us that this is the full version of the game and it's ready to sell.
Well, that version that...
By the way, he's mocking From Software for some reason. I don't know why.
Everyone's playing isn't the finished game. It doesn't have any of the online components like invasions, and also it lacks the day one patch. Now, of course, no one knows what the day one patch actually has in it. Because if you don't have the patch, how the hell would you know, right? It seems that of Dark Souls players, and what I mean by that is people who primarily play Dark Souls. They don't really do much else on the internet. They're
don't do much else
speedruns
on
of Dark
internet.
Souls, streaming Dark Souls, different builds in Dark Souls, Dark Souls, have been really kind of diving deep into the different versions.
By the way, he's talking about some specific dude. I don't know who he is. I'm not about to name drop him just because he's slightly involved in this situation. But he's talking about some really specific dude that figured this information out. So, yeah. Apparently that dude is only known for playing Dark Souls on the internet and he does nothing else with his life. Because that's the assumptions DSP come up with these types of situations.
Of the game. Because apparently they have other versions. You know, if you're a known Dark Souls streamer, all you're known for is Dark Souls, chances are that From Software probably contacted you and gave you an advanced copy of the game. Which is what happened with a few of these guys. So I guess there's one of these bigger Dark Souls streamers has both the PC version and the Xbox One version, because he was given the PC version in advance, but then he decided to get the Xbox One version as well when everyone else got it this past week. Okay?
Okay.
And he's been comparing the two versions, and he's come up with what he believes is the main difference between the two versions. Apparently, this Xbox One version of the game has reduced damage. And what I mean by that is it's a percentage. It's not like
so funny.
Every enemy deals less damage by a certain amount of points. It's actually a percentage kind of modifier. So, for example, let's say in the retail version of the game, day one release, if someone punches you, it would deal 10 damage. Well, in this pre-release Xbox One version that everyone is now playing, if that guy punches you, he'll...
Everyone is playing it.
...only deal 8...
Everyone that had like $100 to waste on one game.
...damage. Now...
Japanese version of a game, by the way. And then when a DLC come out, that's the thing. When a DLC come out, then what you gonna do? Now you gotta buy the Japanese version of the DLC. Smart. Very, very smart. Did anyone else think of that? I don't think I seen anybody mention that. Dark Souls 3 has DLC. It has a season pass. So if you bought the super expensive fucking extreme money conversion version of Dark Souls 3, like DSP did, that means when DLC come out, you're gonna have to spend double money again to get the DLC. He will have to spend like, what, $50, $60 to get the DLC when it come out? Because he will have to buy like a Xbox Live card. Wow. Rip.
For most enemies, this doesn't make an impact.
I didn't think of that till just now.
But I can certainly see if you're fighting a boss,
wow,
and the boss is supposed to nearly insta-kill you every hit, but now in this version it's nerfed so you barely survive. That could be something that changes the gameplay experience.
It's not.
Alright, so I understand that. Okay? I understand that, definitely. 100%. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So, the game is basically a little bit easier. Now, why is it easier? It's easier because From Software wanted to create a version of the game for
Making assumptions again, by the way.
reviewers to play so they could beat the game and review it. I think that's incredible.
Also, this is all bullshit. I just thought about it. I never thought about it until just now, because I didn't really listen to this whole pre-stream when it was live or earlier today. I just wanted to save it till now. But I just noticed how bullshit this is. They made the exploit version easier for reviewers. Reviewers didn't have to get an exploit version of the game, DSP. Reviewers got the PC version or the PS4 version or a real Xbox version. The reviewer's not playing this version because this isn't a review copy of the game. This is some weird exploit version. So they made it easier for reviewers, even though this isn't a review version. A dude he talked about that had a review version, he had the review version on PC. He got the exploit version on Xbox just to have both versions of the game so far. Is he really this dumb to think this is the case?
Incredibly fucking stupid, because what they did, they created a version of the game that isn't representative of the actual finished version. So basically what they did is they lied. They provided...
Wow, a review, not even a review copy, an early exploit version of a game isn't like the final version. What a fucking surprise. That's like if I was to pirate a game today and play it a month from now and complain because it's not the same as the version on Steam.
A watered down version of the game so reviewers would probably go through it and say, oh, I beat it, good, and give it a great review, when in reality the version that people will be playing, that they buy in the store, will not be the same. So it's complete misrepresentation on From Software's behalf, and it actually is, it's basically a scam.
A scam?
When you really think about it, it's a scam.
A scam.
Because it's how else can you misrepresent a game? You know,
do you understand? Can you comprehend, friends and family watching this, can you comprehend how stupid DSP sounds right now? It's a scam. A scam.
I'll be like, oh, we were selling a version of Street Fighter V, but the version we gave to reviewers, all the special moves are just double taps of a direction and a button.
Is it
right?
Marvel?
But when we actually sell it to other people, it'll be the real control scheme that's much more difficult, but we wanted it easy for reviewers so that they could handle the game. That is incredibly dumb. And it really is underhanded. So now, I mean, now let's think. So first of all, withholding the game 3 weeks for international audiences to float their numbers and make their numbers look good. And
I like how he has it like set in his head that they putting it out in other parts of the world just to inflate sales numbers. You know, because Dark Souls 3 needs to inflate sales numbers.
now putting out a pre-release version that's a watered-down version of the game that isn't representative of the final game's difficulty level so that reviewers will review the game highly. I mean, holy shit. What on earth? That
Is DSP assuming that all reviewers are extreme casuals and they're gonna give the game a low score because it's hard? That sounds like some weird IGN review or something. What that Pokken review is on IGN? Like it has overwhelming mechanics or something, and that's one of the negatives.
is terrible. And that's pretty pathetic in my opinion. I mean, I'm just being honest here. I think
Just
that's
being
dumb as shit.
honest.
Okay? And I completely disagree with this practice.
Jesus
But it
Christ,
is what
still
it is.
going.
Now
It
we're all
is what
having
it
a
is.
big
Okay.
enemy that's doing a huge amount of... It
It's
wasn't
still
censored.
going.
There we go. Now
Oh
let's
my
directly...
God, I didn't notice this. You see the black borders right here? He didn't even have the game centered. Jesus Christ.
There we go. It wasn't censored.
Wow.
There we go. I
That's
think
a
I
rookie
caught that,
mistake.
huh? Here's the deal. Ever since I started playing this game last week,
You know what's funny? DSP addressed the hate back when Bloodborne came out, and people, including me, gave him shit for grinding. And pretty much a calendar year later, he addressing the hate again with Dark Souls 3. Wow.
The people who love to stalk me and
These games definitely bring the worst out of him in one way or another.
follow me all over the internet and say nasty things about me and twist the truth to make me look like a bad person on a daily basis. They basically want to ruin my life and my business. And basically maybe get evicted from my house, get kicked out into the fucking street, and, you know, if a car hit me today when I was crossing the street, they probably wouldn't bat an eye. Because that's the kind of people they fucking are, okay? Ever since I
So people that don't agree with him playing Dark Souls 3 early, we all want him to be homeless. Huh.
started playing Dark Souls 3 this week,
All right, then.
they have tried every possible avenue to get me to stop, all right? Now, I'm not exaggerating here. This is the literal truth of what happened this week. They spam tweeted Machinima, screaming at Machinima, Phil's playing Dark Souls 3 early, you gotta stop him, he's your partner. They spam tweeted From Software and other From.
The dumb thing about DSP is he doesn't realize that him talking about this and acknowledging that he like saw it instead of just pretending like it didn't happen is gonna make people do that more when another situation come up. Because he's so stupid and he's so arrogant. He say, "Oh, you did this and nothing happened," which is what he's gonna end up getting to in this video. He pretty much say, "Oh, you did all of this and nothing happened, nothing came from it." But that's gonna make people do it more next time something happens. You fucking dummy.
Software reps all over Twitter, social media. They spammed everyone.
By the way, most of these people that he's saying spammed all over the internet, he got them muted and blocked. So he saw the people that he muted and blocked tweets? Apparently so.
On the planet trying to get them to stop me from playing Dark Souls 3. It's ridiculous. It's honestly, it's at this point, it's disgusting. It really is.
So when he got swatted, it wasn't disgusting. Now it is. We want to stop him from playing Dark Souls 3 early. Now it's disgusting.
Because how many people were actually playing the game before me? Tons. I woke up in the middle of this situation where I had the opportunity to play early while hundreds of other people were already doing it.
Hundreds.
But I'm the villain. I'm the one that you have to single out and say, I'm the one in the fucking wrong.
Well, you didn't have permission.
Right? These people are
Those
fucking
people have permission,
sick fucks.
allegedly. Sick fucks.
They are.
Wow.
It's that simple. They have no lives.
No lives.
And they stalk my shit. Every possible thing they could get involved in my life.
Remember, you guys, the full-time YouTube gamer is telling people that they have no life.
They try, and this is just another case of it.
And I'm not saying that somebody that game for a living doesn't have a life. I'm just trying to point out how ridiculous that sounds. You know, back in the day, somebody said, "Oh, you play video games, you have no life, you're a nerd." Now this dude that plays video games for a living is calling other people no lives. Huh.
Well, guess what? They were completely 100% unfucking successful.
See?
No one gave a flying fuck about their Twitter barrage about me not playing Dark Souls 3. No one cared.
No one
Okay?
cared. No one cared except for the dude talking about it, obviously.
Everyone basically laughed them off and
Everyone laughed them off, but you talking about it. And you even titled the video that you was talking about it.
said, what a bunch of fucking little dumb kids.
Dumb kids, but you talking about them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them, but you talking about them.
So, now they're trying to start a campaign saying that I should not play the game anymore because this is the watered down version of Dark Souls 3 and therefore if I play it, it's not representative of the true game and it doesn't mean anything and I can't possibly review the game at a later date if I beat it because I didn't play the real version of the game. Insanity. Really, just real stupidity. And I'm going to explain why right now.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've watched any of my playthroughs of the From Software game series from the past several years, you would know the style that I like to play the game. And it's my style. I like it this way. A lot of people, they say, I want the most absolutely...
A play style is to be over-leveled and beat the game as easy as possible. A game that the only gimmick is that the game is hard. Not even necessarily hard, but that the game is difficult and it doesn't let you easily win. You know, like a game like Call of Duty will let you easily win. This dude.
crippling difficulty,
Okay, I'm
insane
fast-forwarding a
challenge,
little bit 'cause
and
he-
that was
he
because I
tweaking.
knew I needed to beat the game in a timely manner. I knew the game was challenging
Okay, let me
and long,
rewind.
and you're trying to make an entertaining video series for people to watch or a live stream. People don't want to see Dark Souls 3 be played for 4 months. They just don't. So when I've been playing these From Software games,
People don't want to see Dark Souls 3 be played for 4 months, but he started Persona this month, is going to play it the month after next, and might finish it the month after that. It's okay to play that game for months, I guess.
including Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne. All 3 of these games. I grinded. I did, off camera. I grinded a lot. And that was because I knew I needed to beat the game in a timely manner. I knew the game was challenging and long and difficult. And that was the way that I was going to reasonably beat the game. And let's face it, if you even look at my playthroughs of Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, they're certainly not without a lot of deaths, right? The games are still challenging enough that even with the grinding...
This is the same way he tried to sell his Bloodborne playthrough way back in the day. Oh, I grinded a lot, but I'm still dying. There's still funny deaths. Like some of his pre-streams, he quite literally almost said that to the T. So he's trying to sell it by him dying, but he's grinding, so he died less. Mind blown, right?
That I died a ridiculous amount because I'm not exactly the best gamer on the planet. No fucking shit. Everyone knows this.
Not one of the best gamers on the planet, coming from the dude that said, I'm one of the best overall gamers in the country. Yes, something he said a long time ago, but he still said it.
Okay?
Oh, man.
So,
What a crazy dude.
when you
are,
have
DSP.
idiots who want to go out there and
Idiots.
say, oh, Phil, he's playing the early version. I can't play it. I gotta find another way to say it. Phil, you're doing it wrong. I'm so jealous. So what do?
Why Eric Cartman voice?
They try to find every avenue to get me to
By the way, a 33-year-old man impersonating people with Eric Cartman voice.
stop. So it didn't work when they spammed Twitter. So now it's, well, he's playing the watered down version of the game. So what? I always grind in Dark Souls.
I'm playing the easy version of the game, so what? Because I always cheese it anyway. DSP logic. But I'm done with this pre-stream. We can go on for like 3 hours about this shit. Oh my god. It's something. It's something. His Dark Souls 3 playthrough is currently 26 videos long. And most of these videos are 20 minutes. One is 40 minutes. Most of them about 20 minutes long. So he played the game a lot and he got 26 videos up. Yep. Let's check KO Gaming. It's not much to check. He got I think he did the Street Fighter V 1 month retrospective after I did a video last week. I don't remember. But he did the best of UFC 2 knockouts, and he did a Hateful Truth review on Pokken. Or Pokken, or whatever the fuck it's called. And yeah, that's it. KO Gaming is a very hot YouTube channel that all the kids subscribe to. Not really. King of Hay Vlogs.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. King of Hay Vlogs is a bunch of bullshit because I don't watch his fucking vlogs. But, of course, pizza review, of course. Because you need to do more pizza reviews. He did a video about this Batman vs. Superman movie. And look at the thumbnail for that. I wish I could zoom it in. As a matter of fact, I can. How do you zoom in? Is it control? It's not control. Is it alt? It's not alt. I don't know how to do it. God damn it. But that's a really, really hilarious face. And you can tell he made the face on purpose for the thumbnail. But weekend preview, March 27th. Insanity! 7 games in a week! Exclamation mark. LOL the thumbnail. Guessing he won't play Kill Instinct Season 3. Hey, you can't see the comments. Sorry about that. 7 games. R.I.P. Phil. Fuck. Homefront does not come out till May 17th. Wow, so he wrong about the release date. Kinda bum you're not doing MLB The Show. Would have been a good lead into the baseball season. Kill Instinct. He not fucking playing Kill Instinct. Vape Nation. Somebody posted Vape Nation. Amazing. I approve of that comment. Uh, really loving the reaction clogs I'm wasting for BVS. Wow, how drunk are you? I don't want to watch you play dogs. I really do want to watch you play Dark Souls, but I'm holding off since I'm going to plan a release date. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Vape Nation. Vape Nation. Vape Nation. I approve of that comment. Vape Nation. It took us more than an hour to get to the fucking weekend preview. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Camera is not aimed properly. What happened here? I was like, wait a minute. That's a little bit. I made it too much. Come on. All right. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello.
It's still not proper.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekend preview.
You need to
This
move
is
it.
ridiculous. You know what it
You need to
is?
move it over.
Well, it's because
Because you're not sending.
this past week, right? I ended up doing something I wasn't
Mm.
originally planning on doing. Right? We're gonna talk a little bit about that in a moment. But welcome to the weekend preview.
Oh, Dark Souls
I
3.
am
Okay.
DarkSyde Phil. Today is Sunday, March 27th, 2016. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're wondering where the new hat came from, it was from this month's Loot Crate, which I unboxed this week right here on this channel, so check it out if you haven't yet. And let me tell you something. This past week ended up being completely different from what I expected, and this week coming up is now stacking up to be, not no lie, I mean, I'm being real here, the most varied week I've ever done, tackling the most amount of games in one week that I've ever tackled, and it may be the biggest variety week in history of me ever doing anything for YouTube. And I think that it's going to have a little bit of something for everyone. Some people are going to be very happy. Some people will be like, okay. But I don't think there's really anyone that's going to be like, man, there's nothing this week that I wanted to see because of the crazy
What if I want to see him play Civilization games?
ass
Gotcha.
variety that's going to be coming out this week, okay?
What if I want to see him play a sports game? What if I want to see him play a first-person shooter?
But I think we have to address the elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room,
If you
Dark
watched the
Souls
weekend
3.
preview last week, and you were like, well, nothing,
Okay, never mind.
Phil said he was going to play Pokken Tournament. He said he was going to do the Fallout 4 DLC, but it's not a big one, so I wasn't too interested in that. And he was going to start Persona 3, maybe I'm not too interested in that. You might have stayed away this week, and you have no idea what's going on, okay? This past week, Dark Souls 3, which was released in Japan this past week, had a leak/loophole by which Americans can play the English version of the game,
If it was
and
a
I've
leak,
now
it
been
would really
playing
be
it for
against
3
the rules to
sessions.
play it.
Yes, it's crazy, it's out of control, no one expected it, but it is what it is. So I've played 3 sessions, and I am going to continue to play this game, but I've already explained to everyone, so allow me to explain again. It's not going to be a constant, what I do every day kind of playthrough. It's going to be every few days, maybe.
Snort.
I'll do a session, but I'm going to keep
Side of
doing all the
nowhere.
things that I had promised everyone all along, including Persona 3, including coverage of the Street Fighter 5 DLC that is coming out this week, which we're going to talk about in a moment, including the marathon that's going to happen at the end of this week, and even the return of WWE Sims for WrestleMania. Yes,
Boo.
this week it's going to have insane amounts of variety. So
was
get
almost
ready, because
hype.
I'm about to cover how all that's going to happen, okay?
So I guess he is playing a sports game.
So, get ready. First off, tonight, right now, I'm filming the weekend preview. Previously today, I did a new batch of Dark Souls 3 that, in my opinion, it was the 3rd session that I've played of the game. It was my favorite one. There was hilarity. There were
Listen to him selling these videos.
traps that I
man.
fell for. There was trickiness. There were a variety of locations. There was an inadvertent boss fight. There was all kinds of stuff going on that was out of control. Zany, fun, hilarious fails,
Still selling the videos.
but also successes. It was great overall freaking stream. And I want to say thanks to those of you who weren't planning on me playing Dark Souls 3, but you've been coming out to watch the videos on stream and on YouTube. I'll tell you, I already know there's a huge chunk of people who are staying away from my Dark Souls 3 playthrough because they don't want to be spoiled on the game until they play it in mid-April. For a game that, I played 3 sessions of, it's only been out for around 3 days that I've been playing it. The views are great. I'm not complaining. It's doing really well.
Views.
So thanks to everyone who is checking it out, and for those of you who are not watching it yet because you don't want to spoil, holy shit, once you get to it, you're going to love this playthrough, okay? It's every bit as good as Bloodborne and the ones from the past from Software. It's a really good playthrough. So that was earlier today. Tonight, immediately following when I'm recording this week in preview, I'm going to film and edit my reactions video to Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. That's right, the movie that was released this past week. I saw it last night, and boy, do I have a lot to say. Please don't let that vlog be overshadowed. I'll warn you ahead of time, yeah, there's going to be spoilers about the movie, because the things that I really don't like about the movie, or that I like about the movie, I have to tell you.
Duh.
It's going to be a great vlog. I think people are really going to enjoy it. So check that out tonight here on the King of Hate Vlogs. Tomorrow, Monday, the 28th of March, is up in the air, and let me explain why. Capcom is actually releasing the expansion content for Street Fighter V this week as they had promised. But the exact time that the DLC is going to be released is the issue here. Okay?
I don't think it's going to play on Monday.
So here's the deal. If
Monday night.
The DLC is released in a pertinent,
but it's not going to come out before
manner, boom,
his
then
first
tomorrow's
stream.
gameplay stream is going to be me playing Street Fighter V. I'm going to check out probably the basic tutorial that they've included, and then I'm going to go into the trials mode for certain characters and try to do their trials. Because the bottom line is the trials that were in Street Fighter 4 were good. They actually taught you combos, bread and butter combos, good, valid kind of strategies and things with characters by doing these trials, and I think that again, with this game, it'll be kind of the same. And we've all been waiting for these trials since we paid $60 for an incomplete game back in mid-February. Finally, that's coming out. All right, so that's going to be Monday's gameplay stream, all about Street Fighter V. But there's no guarantee that the DLC is actually going to be released in time for my stream. As you know, my stream starts at noon Pacific time.
Jesus Christ, DSP, we know.
It's all on Capcom and it's all on Sony to have that patch, go out and update the game. If it happens overnight, great, 2 thumbs up. If it doesn't happen until the morning, we're going to be on the fence. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't update in time for my gameplay stream, I'm going to play more Dark Souls 3. So it's a 50-50 shot here, I'm kind of thinking. Either more Dark Souls 3 or the Street Fighter V DLC.
Remember, you guys, he's not going to play Dark Souls 3 a lot because he doesn't want to get cheap views.
I don't really care. Either one is great to me. Like, I'm looking forward to both. So I hope that you're looking forward to both as well. I think it's going to be a great stream regardless of what it ends up being. Okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow night, Monday night, I'm going to be making a special video. This is something that people have been asking me for since Wednesday of last week when I played Dark Souls 3 for the first time. It's going to be my impressions, my first impressions of Dark Souls 3. I'm going to go through the stuff that I've done in the game in the first 9 hours or so of gameplay. I'm going to explain to you what I like, what I don't like, similarities and differences from previous games from Software, and give you my overall thoughts on the game. That's going to be going live on KO Gaming tomorrow night. So that's youtube.com/KO Gaming 1. Okay? I've been putting up stuff over there pretty consistently. And I hope that you'll continue to check it out because unfortunately some people aren't. I have over 5,000 subscribers, but the videos over there aren't even getting 5,000 views. And I just got to kind of shrug and say, I'm putting up the content.
How do you have 5,000 subs and expect 5,000 views? But you have this channel that has 32,000 subs and don't expect 32,000 views. And you have your main channel that has more than 180,000 subs and you don't even get 1,000 views on some videos on that channel. How do you not understand YouTube yet?
That I promised. Last week I had a follow-up, a 1-month follow-up of Street Fighter V, my overall thoughts about the game. I had a montage video of UFC 2 of the best knockouts. So it's like I'm doing, what I promised. I hope you'll check out the videos. This is going to be a big one. I think a lot of people want to hear my overall thoughts on Dark Souls 3 now that I've played it several times. So that'll be going live on KO Gaming tomorrow night. Tuesday, I'll be playing whatever I didn't play on Monday. So if the Street Fighter V DLC went live on Monday, then Tuesday will be Dark Souls 3 or vice versa. If I played Dark Souls 3 on Monday because it wasn't live, then I'll do the DLC on Tuesday. Okay? Tuesday night, 2 new games release. I know. They're episodic games. You got Minecraft Story Mode, Episode 5, the final one, and the Walking Dead Michonne, Episode 2. I'm on the fence. I'll decide probably that day which one I actually...
I can't believe fucking Telltale is putting out 2 episodes the same fucking day. Do they want me to die? That Minecraft is, and a Walking Dead Michonne is kind of, too.
want to play first. It doesn't really matter. Like, I want to play both. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see Minecraft Story Mode because that plot line ended in December. So where is it going to be going? I don't know. We've been waiting a few months now to see where is this plot going with this final episode. We don't know. Walking Dead Michonne is just starting up.
It's not.
So both
it's
seem
only
interesting
3
to
episodes.
me. I'll decide within the next day or so which one I want to do first.
I think
I'll
it's
be playing
3.
one of those later on Tuesday at night. I will not live stream it, but I will record it and upload it to DSP Gaming. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the new character, Alex, in Street Fighter V. If you don't know, the very first DLC character, Alex, will be going live on Wednesday. And so my stream will be me getting this character, playing with the character in training mode. If there's any trials available, which is unsure if he'll have trials or not, but messing around with him in training mode, seeing some basics, some combos, and then trying to play with him online, which is probably I'm gonna get destroyed because everyone playing online is gonna be playing with the characters they've been playing with since the launch day.
Nope. The day Alex come out, I guarantee you half the players are gonna be fucking playing Alex.
Oh, it's my main. I can't play anyone but my main, and I'm probably gonna get destroyed. But at least we'll get to see gameplay all day of Alex, the first DLC character. That'll be cool. Plus, they're unlocking all of the outfits in the store, so we're gonna see all the story outfits from the game on online play. That'll be a lot of fun too.
I'm gonna enjoy that. Take a sip.
So that'll be Wednesday.
I'm gonna enjoy that.
Wednesday night again. I'm not gonna do a second stream.
Wait. The store don't the store unlock Monday? I will go on a field trip to check, but no one cares besides me. I think the store is Monday. I think only Alex is coming out Wednesday.
But offline gameplay, whatever episodic game I didn't play on Tuesday, I'll be playing Wednesday night. So either Michonne or Minecraft, depending on what I didn't play Tuesday night. Thursday, I want to return to Persona 3 because now I've done 2 major streams of it. I really like the game. It's very similar to Persona 4. I can see there's a few things that, are kind of a little bit of a step back, like not being able to control your party members. But for the most part, I'm really enjoying the game. The playthrough so far is, I think, just as good as Persona 4's, and I'm looking forward to more. I definitely need to at least play 2 more streams of this game before I get so caught up with new releases that I don't have time for it, all right? So Thursday will be the day I'll be doing more Persona 3. Thursday night is currently up in the air. I'm undecided on what I want to do Thursday night. It could be that I want to do more of the trials of Street Fighter V because I didn't get to do enough of them on Monday or Tuesday. Maybe I want to play more with Alex and I'll do that. Or it could be maybe I'm just craving more Dark Souls and I want to do another mini session of Dark Souls and I might do that. Or maybe a vlog. Maybe something will happen during the week and there's something to vlog about. All right, I don't know, but Thursday night will definitely be something. I just don't know what yet. Okay? And then Friday, the big day, April 1st. Friday is actually April 1st, April Fool's. As you know, in the past, sometimes I do April Fool's. Last year I did not because I was so inundated with new games. And sadly, this year is more of the same. I'm too busy. There's too much going on. There's so many games to be covered.
I'm too busy to do something creative, so instead I'm just going to do the same old shit that obviously not working out for me, which is why I have a third YouTube channel that's supposed to not be the same old shit.
And so much to do. I don't have an entire day to take away from my schedule, but I will be doing a special event. It's actually going to be the Patrons Reward event for February. We're going to be doing a day-long marathon of the conclusion of Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. If you don't know, I played this game in late December as a marathon reward. I played for around 6.5 hours. And then I ran out of time. People are like, no, we really want to see you get to the second half of the game. There's really good stuff coming up in the second half of the game that we want to see your reactions to. And we do want to see you finish it. So it's going to be a stream of that on Friday where I'm playing it kind of all day long. And it's going to be around 7 hours long. I'm hoping that within the gameplay, hopefully there's only like 5-6 hours left in the game. And I can definitely beat it on that stream, okay? We'll see what happens. But, it's going to be a fun event this Friday.
Oh, my God. If he doesn't beat that game, that means he got like more than $2,500 to not beat a game. That'd be phenomenal.
All right. Saturday, I'm going to decide what I'm doing depending on how the week went. Am I craving more Street Fighter? Am I craving more Persona? At this point, if I haven't played Dark Souls 3 since like Tuesday, I'll probably be really craving more Dark Souls 3. So whatever it is, however the week has gone, that's going to determine what I actually play on Saturday for my gameplay.
This craving thing, this craving word he loves to use for video games sounds so fucking awkward. And on top of that, like, if you really want to play the game so bad, you can't just play it and not fucking do a YouTube stream. Like, he could play Street Fighter 4 any time of the day. He could play Street Fighter 4 right now. But no, he has to stream it. Old school DSP would fucking play it whenever he wanted to. And if he uploaded it, he'd do it. If he don't, he don't. But nope. New DSP has to play it and stream it. He has to. He can't play it for fun. Fuck no. What is fun?
Okay? And then Sunday, April 3rd. This is a
Ugh.
bombshell. I haven't talked about this in months. I'm actually going to be doing WWE 2K16 Sims. A session of Sims in honor of WrestleMania, which takes place on that day. Sunday, April 3rd. WrestleMania happens.
Oh
So
my God,
gameplay
DSP, I don't
matches
care.
to a stream. Alex, the first DLC character for Street Fighter V, plus the new outfits that are going to unlock. Minecraft Story Mode. Give you some perspective. I know I said I'm going to play Persona 3 once this week. I'm going to play at least one more major session before April 5th, so chances are it's probably going to end up being Monday, April 4th. The reason being, April 5th, Quantum Break. New game. I'm really anticipating it. I've been following this one for years. It looks great. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that you're looking forward to it too. This seems to be, again, the kind of game that really caters, like it's almost like an Until Dawn, you know what I mean? The kind of game that's going to cater to my style of gameplay, my style of commentary, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you are too. That's a big time, right?
I'm not even going to say anything about that. I'm not saying anything.
I really want to take on another game that I might be not really memorable, you know?
Wait, what?
Right? Quantum Break, Dark Souls 3. I might want to do some more Pokken Tournament, which, by the way, I'm not playing it all this week because there's just no time, right? Do I really want to take on another game that I'm... That's a big one. And that week I'll also be continuing with Dark Souls 3 pretty heavily. And I'm on the fence about Homefront. I don't know if I'm even going to bother with Homefront at this point. Because I heard, number one, it's nothing like the first game. I've heard they've kind of made it a completely different game. And quite honestly, number two, out of all the stuff going on right now, right? Quantum Break.
So because he heard it's nothing like the first game, he's not interested in playing it. Okay.
Dark Souls 3. Two of those games, I've never even played that style of game before. So I'm really interested to see what exactly is going to happen. But I hope we hit the goal. Right now we have not. Right now we're like at the edge.
Oh my God, he talking about the stupid fucking Patreon goal for him to play bullshit MMOs and stuff. Okay.
Level with the goal. The problem is I know this happens every month. At the end of the month.
Yeah, a bunch of people cancel. Blah, 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 blah.
There it is.
Yeah,
patreon.com/DarkSyde Phil. Right there. Check it out. And please consider pledging. All right.
So I even moved myself out of the way so you can see the Patreon.
That is it for the weekend preview. What a crazy, like my head.
Oh my God, this was torture. I'm sorry if I seemed like I was kind of out of it for this video. I knew this was gonna be a long video, which is why I was so for most of it, because I knew it was gonna be long before I started, and it ended up being long. This is like an hour and a half, which is well, we did it, guys. We did it. Boy, hopefully. Oh my God, we did not do it. It's still something else I'm supposed to talk about. Holy fucking shit. Well, thank you to twitter.com/dragonkiller. You can just see the username. Can you see the username on the screen? I'm going to have to resize all this. God damn it. Let's try. Fuck it. Let's try that. But yeah, twitter.com/dragonkiller. He posted these screenshots, so thank you to him. Like 3 people are gonna watch the video this far, so I'm doing this all for nothing. But another thing, DSP had going on in the last week. I'm just gonna go over how it originated. This is honestly what I think a lot of people should be up in arms about. But when the Dark Souls thing happened, I think a lot of people just kind of forgot about this. But this is a forum post from Dog Surfer Phil. It's like, from now on, when you see threads like this, instead of responding, report them to the mods immediately for closure and do not feed the trolls. This guy's a sock account. A lot of capitalized words. This guy's a sock account. He has already been banned in the past. Is using the proxy to return to the forums. He returns tons of names. There are about 10 or 20 people who've been doing this for about 6 months now. And if you know my detractors, you know who they are, because they've been doing it both here and in my stream chat lately. If you see mysterious accounts with only a handful of posts up, and surprise, it's all negative stuff, it's them. Don't fall for the bait. That is all. Edit. Since this entire thread was pointless, I edited the above post to reflect the truth of the situation. He actually edited forum posts to people that joined the site, which is amazing. But he changed the forum topic to "I'm disappointed in bad trolling attempts." This is one. And say, "Hey everyone, I'm a psych account." What's even more insane is that DSP took time out of his day to do this. He could have just deleted the fucking post. He took time out of his day to change what these people said in his forums when he could have just deleted it. That's what makes it more insane. But hello everyone, I'm a psych account. I use a proxy to return to these forums even though I've been banned numerous times and only have negative things to say because I'm actually a well-known detractor of Phil. However, I expect you to be so stupid that you'll read a thread like this and believe me because I tell such a sweet sob story and there's no way I could possibly be lying. Don't be gullible, question everything, and report like threads like this to the mods. DSP loves to say question everything, but if we question him, it's the wrong thing to do. I will show you my other posts, but I was banned for being a sock account. Not anything that I posted. So the contents of this point are completely pointless, just like my own existence. Wow, he called his existence pointless. Jesus Christ. Hello, I fell for the, this is another one. Hello, I fell for the troll and made a post that supported what he said regardless of the fact that he was under a sock account. Oops. It's another one. This is a real person. This is not some fucking random account. This is like a dude that actually, like, got cred, whatever that means, on his forum. He got 83 positive posts, or 83 positive votes, or whatever the fuck they call it, in 182 posts. But you must have said something really false or stupid. People get banned for a good reason here. And he edited the reply to say, "Hi, I'm a leftover from a legacy group of people who used these forums in 2010 to 2013, but eventually stopped watching / supporting Phil. Instead, I continue to use these forums for my personal playground, then would turn up to shit on Phil every once in a while. I'm only still here because of his kindness, but instead of being grateful, I still turn up to shit on him from time to time because I'm an ungrateful brat. Oh well, I love taking advantage of kind people, I guess." Yeah, DSP is very kind. Like, holy shit. This is another one, another long-term member. Oops, I also fell for the sock account troll. He edited all of this. All of this. All of this. And then this is the dude that got edited again. He put Phil went 1 to 10 real quick here, even edited my post. Guess he has to literally put words in people's mouths to get some sort of positivity in his life. Yep. Perhaps a rule where your entire post can be changed because certain people have a tantrum. Deleting the post is one thing. Changing the words of your post isn't just removing your opinion. It's completely forcing the change of opinion for the sake of making someone happy. If I say I hate oranges, but I'm fucking tired of talking at this point. If I say I hate oranges but like apples, but then my post is changed to I love oranges but hate apples, it's giving the other users complete false information about myself and my opinion. Yeah. This is basically what was going on in his forums. And no one's talking about it now because everybody just talking about the Dark Souls 3 thing. But holy fucking shit. What kind of way is this to run a business? He calls this a business. Someone that no one else calls it this. He calls it a business. And this is how he runs his business. Yep. Well, I'm done here. It's been Almighty Tevin. Make sure to like the video if you support the cause. I appreciate it if you watched it this far. If you didn't, I guess fuck you because you didn't watch it this far. I mean, what would be the point of me saying something if you're not even here to hear it? But I still appreciate anybody that watched it anyway, even though I said something mean like 2 minutes ago. I'm tired of talking. And next week, this video will not be as long unless something really ridiculous happens. And hopefully nothing.